Squids, together with octopi and cuttlefish, are renowned representatives of the class Cephalopoda. Their unique anatomy and morphology has made them subjects of intrigue, helped scientists understand mechanics on deep-sea creatures, and have become inspirations for various myths and legends. In this video, we will present the anatomy of the female squid through the dissection performed by our Group 3, 5 B. So the squid is a mollusk belonging to the superorder Decapodiformes. They are characterized with an elongated soft body, large eyes, and 8 arms and 2 tentacles. So this portion shows the external anatomy of the female squid. The mantle is the primary body covering of the squid that encloses the internal organs. It is a bulging muscular cone open on the ventral side and tapering to a dorsal point beyond the middle. The mantle is composed of elongated, thick, spindle-shaped muscle fibers. The loose lower edge of the mantle, which encircles the neck, is known as the collar. It is composed of muscle and pigmented cells called chromatophores. The two triangular fins are thin sheets of muscle that together create a flat rhomboid-shaped plate. This plate is attached to the upper surface of the mantle and extends outward from its dorsal tip. Fins are used for steering, stabilizing, and swimming through the water column at slow speed. It is also used to guide the squid for sudden turns. The siphon is a short, funnel-like structure that extends from the mantle cavity to the exterior. Its muscular structure includes longitudinal intrinsic fibers arranged in upper and lower bundles, along with powerful siphonal retractors and protractors that manage its motion and attachment. The siphonal cartilages are a pair of grooved linear plates attached to the sides of the siphon. The siphon functions primarily in jet propulsion, but it also aids in respiration, waste and gamete expulsion, and directional control during movement. There are 2 tentacles, which are the fourth pair on each side. These tentacles are longer than the others and have an expanded end called the club, which has 4 rows of suckers. The tentacles are supported by long, retractable stalks called peduncles. It functions to capture prey with its sucker-lined clubs swiftly and retracts to bring it to the mouth. The squid has 8 shorter arms arranged in 4 pairs. These arms are known as sessile arms and taper from the base to the tip. They each have 2 rows of suckers along their entire oral surface. The first, second, and fifth arms are trapezoidal, whereas the third arm is oval. The short arms are used to hold, manipulate, and guide the prey during feeding. Each arm is mainly made up of a cylindrical muscle column that houses a large nerve cord and provides support for the suckers and surrounding membranes. The suckers are shallow, cup-like structures reinforced with rings of chitin-like material and are connected to the arm by cone-shaped muscular stalks called pedicles. At the top of each pedicle is a structure called the piston, which acts like a pump when the arm is pulled back after the sucker has made contact with the surface. The eyes of the squid are similar to those of vertebrate eyes. Each eye is enclosed in a helmet-shaped capsule made of skin and muscle, attached to the optic cup and forming the outer chamber of the eye. The inner wall of the capsule separates the eye from the peduncle, and the outer wall forms the cornea. The eyes provide advanced vision, allowing the squid to detect movement and light in its environment. The eye structure supports binocular vision, crucial for depth perception during hunting. Located at the center of the arm ring, the squid's mouth is enclosed within the oval-shaped pharyngeal bulb, which lies beneath the skull and is surrounded by a muscular sheath formed by the interwoven fibers at the arm bases. This structure is firmly supported by muscular attachments to the skull, which also helps coordinate the movement of the arms and feeding apparatus. Functionally, the mouth serves as the entry point to the digestive system, where captured prey is passed into the pharynx and then to the esophagus for further digestion. The mouth is also houses the chitinous beak and the radula, which is the common tongue of all mollusks. The radula allows the chopped up food to be guided and entered into the esophagus. The squid beak is located inside the mouth within the buccal mass. It is composed of a hard, chitin-like substance and shaped similarly to a parrot's beak. This structure is capable of slicing through tough prey such as crustaceans and fish. The beak's primary function is to bite, tear, and break down food into smaller pieces, aiding in efficient ingestion and digestion within the pharynx. Chromatophores are controllable cells that allows the squid to match the surroundings color, allowing camouflage. It is made up of a pigment-containing cell, an elastic capsule, and surrounding radial muscle cells. The central cell produces a granular pigment, dark reddish-brown in the larger, more abundant chromatophores and yellow in the smaller ones. Chromatophores are found only on areas of the squid's body typically exposed to light, either from above or below. They are more concentrated on the upper surface and are completely absent from the underside of the fins. This portion shows the dissection procedure for the internal anatomy. So in number 20, scalpel blade will be run along the length of the mantle, and then the mantle will be transected in order to expose the internal organs. So this image shows the internal organs of a female squid in situ and reveals the presence of the ovary suspended from the upper wall of the posterior part of the coelom, indicating that the specimen is female. The stomach and cecum are oval muscular sacs which lie on the right and left side respectively and project into the coelom ventral end. It also displays the gills for respiration, systemic and two branchial hearts, siphon retractor muscle, and ink sac, all neatly arranged within the mantle cavity. So the stomach and cecum are organs which aid in digestion. The stomach is the main site of digestion, whereas the cecum increases the surface area for increased digestion. The gills, which are also called Cetinidae, acts in conjunction with the branchial heart for gas exchange, where the branchial heart will pump blood in order to have the blood oxygenated by the Cetinidae. The nidmental gland is found above the ovary, and this hardens the eggs produced by the ovary prior to release. At the apex of the visceral mass lies a single large ovary along with prominent white nidamental glands and orange speckled accessory nidamental glands beneath. A transparent oviduct which may contain eggs extends from the ovary to a small ciliated funnel and loops several times before becoming the thicker oviductal gland, ending in a flared opening. Eggs are released into the coelomic cavity, collected by the funnel, and coated with an elastic membrane and gelatinous layer as they pass through the glands. Squids possess a unique circulatory system with three hearts, two branchial hearts, and the systemic heart. The systemic heart is the main heart and consists of three chambers, a ventricle at the bottom and two auricles at the top. The systemic heart receives oxygenated blood from the branchial heart and pumps it into the system. The branchial hearts are responsible for sending blood to the gills for oxygenation. After oxygenation, the blood moves to the systemic heart, which distributes it throughout the body. This main heart. The squid's kidneys are also known as renal nephridia, are located near the base of the gills, closely associated with the gill or branchial hearts. These kidneys are formed from the fusion of two distinct renal organs, creating a unified excretory structure. Functionally, the kidneys are responsible for filtering nitrogenous waste such as ammonia, urea, and amines from the blood. During this process, useful inorganic substances can be reabsorbed into the bloodstream, while waste products are expelled into the mantle cavity and discharged through the siphon. The contractions of the gill hearts help drive blood through the kidney walls, facilitating this filtration. The ink sac is a large pear-shaped organ positioned above the rectum. It contains a dense black pigment that is expelled into the water to create a dark cloud. allowing the squid to escape from predators. This defense mechanism is especially valuable for an animal that lacks a protective skeleton, strong defensive weapons, melanin-based camouflage, or the ability to maintain high-speed movement over long distances. The pen, which is also called the gladius, is a chitinous structure that acts as the internal skeleton of the squid. It acts to stiffen the squid and serve as a site for muscle attachment. The pen is also the shell, which was reduced to a structure into a thin, feather-shaped plate made of chitin, and it lies beneath the skin and muscle on the anterior side, stretching from the dorsal to the ventral tip of the mantle. The pen is transparent and nearly colorless and features fine striations along the edges, which represents line of growth. Chemically, it shows all the properties of chitin. So that is all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.